Bulgaria, a land of ancient ruins, shadowy legends, and whispers from beyond. From abandoned fortresses to cursed bridges, these places hold secrets that refuse to stay buried. Tonight, we journey into the 10 most haunted locations in Bulgaria, if you dare. First, Buzludzha Monument. Perched atop the Balkan Mountains, the Buzludzha Monument looms like a decaying relic of a forgotten era. Once a grand symbol of communism, it now stands abandoned, its vast halls echoing with silence and something far more sinister. Those who dare enter speak of eerie whispers floating through the air, shadowy figures glimpsed in the corners of their vision, and an unshakable feeling of being watched. Some claim to hear the distant echoes of speeches long past, as if the spirits of former leaders still haunt the ruins. The wind howls through shattered windows, carrying voices that do not belong to the living. Paranormal investigators have reported sudden cold spots, flickering lights, and mysterious sounds, footsteps in empty corridors, unseen hands brushing against them. Many visitors leave with an overwhelming sense of unease, their minds plagued by nightmares long after they've escaped. Whatever lingers within Buzludzha, it refuses to be forgotten. Second, Devetashka Cave. Hidden deep in the Bulgarian wilderness, Devetashka Cave is a place of ancient secrets where the past refuses to rest. Its massive gaping entrance swallows the light, leading into a labyrinth of shadows where something unseen lingers. Once home to prehistoric civilizations, then a secret military base, it now stands abandoned, yet never truly empty. Visitors speak of strange whispers echoing through the cavernous halls, footsteps that follow them, though no one is there, and chilling gusts of wind that seem to come from nowhere. Some claim to see spectral figures lurking in the darkness, their hollow eyes watching from the depths. Legends tell of ancient rituals performed here, sacrifices made in the name of forgotten gods, their spirits still wandering the cave, trapped between worlds. Those who stay too long report a suffocating sense of dread, as if the very walls are alive, pulsing with something unseen. Cameras fail, batteries drain, and an unshakable feeling of being watched never fades. Is it just the weight of history pressing down, or is something far older, far darker, waiting in the shadows of Devetashka Cave? 3. The Opera House, Ruse. Beneath the grand chandeliers and velvet curtains of the Opera House in Ruse, something unseen lingers in the darkness. Built over a century ago, this majestic theater has witnessed countless performances, but some say not all of its audience has left. Actors and staff whisper of flickering lights, icy chills that sweep through empty corridors, and the unsettling feeling of invisible eyes watching from the balconies. Some nights, a phantom melody drifts through the air, though no orchestra plays. Shadows move across the stage when no one is there, and performers have reported hearing soft applause from an empty hall. Legend speaks of a tragic actress who met her end within these walls, her sorrowful spirit doomed to haunt the stage forever. Those who step too close to the dressing rooms alone have felt unseen hands brush against them, whispers breathing their names in the silence. No matter how many shows are performed, the Opera House has another presence, one that refuses to fade, one that waits behind the curtains, watching, listening, never leaving. 4th, Bachkovo Monastery. Nestled in the Rhodope Mountains, the ancient Bachkovo Monastery is a place of faith. but also of whispers from the beyond. By day, its frescoed walls and sacred halls offer peace, but when night falls, the air turns heavy with something unseen. Pilgrims have reported ghostly figures of monks gliding silently through the corridors, their faces blurred, their feet never touching the ground. Candles flicker without wind, and the scent of burning incense lingers long after the altars have gone cold. Some claim to hear chanting in the dead of night, voices rising from empty chapels, calling in a language lost to time. Legend tells of a monk who betrayed his brothers and was condemned to wander these halls for eternity, his shadow sometimes glimpsed in the dim glow of lantern light. Those who stay too long describe an eerie sensation, as if unseen eyes watch from the corners, waiting, judging. The faithful come seeking salvation, but some leave with an unshakable feeling that not all spirits here are holy. Fifth, Plovdiv Roman Theater. Beneath the moonlight, the ancient stones of the Plovdiv Roman Theater whisper secrets of a forgotten age. Built over 2 millennia ago, this grand amphitheater has seen bloodshed, betrayal, and glory. But some say its past refuses to stay buried. Actors rehearsing alone have heard footsteps echoing behind them, only to turn and find empty seats staring back. A cold breeze drifts through the ruins, carrying faint murmurs of unseen voices, as if the spirits of long-lost performers still take the stage. Some nights, a shadowy figure appears in the stands, watching silently before vanishing into the darkness. Visitors speak of strange apparitions dressed in flowing togas, their ghostly forms flickering under the dim lights before dissolving into thin air. Legends whisper of a cursed actor, doomed to wander the ruins for eternity, his sorrowful presence felt in the chilling embrace of the night. Those who linger too long feel a strange pull, as if the past itself is reaching out, refusing to be forgotten. Here, among the broken stones and faded echoes, the show never truly ends. 6. Belogradchik Fortress. Carved into the jagged cliffs of northwestern Bulgaria, Belogradchik Fortress stands as a silent witness to centuries of bloodshed, betrayal, and death. Its towering rock formations loom like ancient sentinels, casting eerie shadows that stretch across the crumbling walls. But as darkness falls, something stirs within the stone. Travelers have reported distant whispers echoing through the empty corridors, ghostly figures glimpsed among the ruins, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. Legend speaks of a young nun, condemned for forbidden love, who was buried alive within these walls, her cries swallowed by the wind, her restless spirit doomed to wander the fortress forever. Some nights, a sorrowful wail rises with the howling breeze, chilling the bones of those who dare to listen. Shadows move where no light should fall, and those who stay too long feel unseen hands brushing against their skin. The fortress, though abandoned, is never truly empty. It waits, ancient and unforgiving, its spectral guardians forever lingering in the cold embrace of the stones. 7th, Tsarevets Fortress. Perched atop a lonely hill in Veliko Tarnovo, Tsarevets Fortress is a place where the echoes of betrayal, execution, and war still linger. Its ancient stone walls, once home to Bulgaria's medieval czars, have been soaked in blood and tragedy. As night falls, an eerie silence takes hold, broken only by the whispers of the past. Visitors have reported shadowy figures drifting through the ruins, the clanking of unseen chains, and distant screams that vanish with the wind. The execution rock, where traitors met their doom, is said to be cursed. Some claim to hear the final cries of the condemned, their spirits still trapped in the abyss below. Strange lights flicker in the darkness. Footsteps follow those who walk alone, and an overwhelming presence presses down on intruders, as if something unseen is watching, waiting. The fortress may be a relic of history, but its ghosts refuse to be forgotten. 8. Varna's Sea Garden. By day, Varna's Sea Garden is a place of beauty, where laughter drifts through the air and the waves whisper against the shore. But when night falls, a chilling presence awakens. Locals speak of shadowy figures gliding between the trees, vanishing the moment they are seen. A pale woman in white has been spotted wandering near the cliffs, her empty eyes staring into the sea, as if searching for something or someone long lost. Some say she is the ghost of a bride who drowned on her wedding night, forever trapped between worlds. Others tell of spectral sailors, their footsteps echoing along the empty pathways, their voices carried by the wind in an eerie, mournful song. Those who walk alone after dark report an unshakable feeling of being followed, cold fingers brushing against their skin, and whispers calling their names from the shadows. The sea has claimed many souls, and in Varna's Sea Garden, not all of them have moved on. 9. The Rhodope Mountains Devil's Bridge. Deep within the Rhodope Mountains, where mist clings to the trees and silence feels alive, stands the Devil's Bridge, a place of legend, fear, and something far darker. Its ancient stones, worn smooth by time, are said to hold a terrible secret. Locals whisper that the bridge was built with more than just mortar and rock, that a soul was sealed within its foundations, sacrificed to ensure it would never collapse. Travelers who cross it alone report an overwhelming sense of dread, as if unseen eyes are watching from the shadows. Some claim to see ghostly figures standing on the bridge at twilight, only to vanish into thin air. Others hear footsteps behind them, yet when they turn, the path is empty. The river below runs strangely silent, refusing to echo even the loudest cries. And on certain nights, under the pale light of the moon, the devil himself is said to walk the bridge, his presence felt in the icy wind that creeps down your spine. Those who step onto Devil's Bridge do not always return the same, if they return at all. 10th Perperikon, the ancient city. High in the Rhodope Mountains, the ruins of Perperikon rise like the bones of an ancient beast, whispering tales of forgotten gods and blood-soaked rituals. This sacred city, once a place of prophecy and sacrifice, now stands in eerie silence, but those who visit say it is far from empty. As the sun sets, shadows stretch unnaturally across the stone, and the air grows thick with an unseen presence. Strange lights flicker among the ruins, dancing like lost souls, and whispers slither through the wind, speaking in a language no one remembers. Some claim to hear the echoes of ancient chants, while others have felt invisible hands graze their skin, cold as the grave. Legends tell of priests who once spilled blood upon these stones, their spirits trapped in an endless cycle of sacrifice. Those who linger too long report waking nightmares, a crushing sense of being watched, and visions of robed figures standing in the mist. Perperikon was built for the gods, but something else remains, something ancient, hungry, and waiting in the ruins. The echoes of the past still linger in these haunted places. Some say they're just stories, others know better. Would you dare visit them? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying tales.